This is the proposed treatment plant at Mashpee, the Mashpee treatment plant at the transfer station. There's the transfer station. This is basically the pre-treatment, the grit and all of that stuff. This is where the membrane bioreactors and those processes go, and then it gets put through ultraviolet lights and then out to the 4 sand filter beds. And you can see the buffer that we left around the project. Added a lot of understory vegetation, rhododendrons and things like that. We have a dozen treatment plants, existing treatment plants in the Mashpee area. Mashpee Commons, as was mentioned, there's different types too. So I'm going to go organism here by the different type of processes. There's membrane bioreactors, which is the state-of-the-art, best technology. Mashpee Commons and Katuitt Meadows have those. This is just a simple technology sketch. It's basically got a bioreactor tank where there's biological processes that go on. Once that happens, it goes through a membrane system where things get physically filtered out. Only the clean water gets sucked through those little pores that are in those membranes, and that's what goes to the leach field. Everything else stays in the system and either breaks down because of biological action or ends up being part of that stream that gets put into sludge. Every plant's going to have residuals that have to get handled, and everybody in town ships theirs off Cape. This is a picture of the Mashpee Commons treatment plant. This is a membrane bioreactor. They are achieving 2.8 milligrams per liter nitrogen. That was their result in August, which again is one of the peak months. Their DEP permit limit is 10 milligrams per liter, which was set as a drinking water standard. But believe it or not, the 10 milligram per liter drinking water standard is about 5 times as high as what the bays can handle in terms of the environmental impacts. And they discharge to sand filter beds, which are these beds behind the plant here. And you can sort of see it, but their sludge holding tank is here. And this is actually like a little fire hydrant. That's what the trucks that come once a month or so take the sludge away, hook up to directly. So there's no opening of a big hatch and all the stench comes out and all. It's a direct connection. And so no smells.
I was looking at, the Berry and the Southport, Stratford Pond, and some of these other sites. And I mean, there's houses literally almost on top of those plants, and
right.
And some of those are very, high-end neighborhoods. Do the neighbors know that they're there? Are they impacted? Can they smell it? Is it?
Yeah, you have in all of these slides, I haven't been pointing them out, but there are the same 500-foot radius. So here's the 500-foot radius around the plant at Windchime Point, and all of these condos are within 500 feet of it. Stratford Pond's condominiums, they're fairly expensive condominiums, and there's lots and lots of within 500 feet. That's the same 500 feet you saw with our proposed plant. I didn't have 500 feet on that one. I don't have 500 feet on that one. This is again, Southport, a lot of expensive condos within the 500 feet. New Seabury, dozens and dozens of condos. These are about 115 feet away from the treatment plant, this row of condos here. This is a 200-foot radius here. Yeah, and that's high end.